Hey, Cascade Hoops Talk. Jeff Rutter here, head men's basketball coach, Arizona Christian, back in Kansas City. I think you've been back here every year I've covered it, haven't you?
We've been back here a bunch, yeah.
Yeah. So what does it mean to the program? I asked Greg this too. What does it mean to your program to get to Kansas City? What is that the magic mark for you, or?
Yeah, I think that's one of them. One
Yeah.
of them, yeah. And obviously you want to do well here and make a run here. And so there's nothing quite like making a run at the national tournament here in Kansas City over the years. So those are, of all the, from a basketball standpoint, the highlights of, a playing career, coaching career, it's when you get here and make a deep run. So, but getting here means you've done a really good job and survived a bunch of very good teams, and not, only 16 left here, and
Absolutely.
And everybody's really, really good. So
when you're out talking to guys and you're in recruiting season, what does it mean to be able to tell them how often you get to this arena to play in this 16-team tournament? Is that a big draw when you're recruiting?
Yeah, I think so. You're selling, like, we've been consistent, and we've been, been here a lot and done well here and perform well. So I think guys, the right guys that you want in your program want to win, and that's important to them. And college basketball's got other motivating factors nowadays, but we still want guys that are competitive and want to win. And some of our guys that have transferred simply came because they wanted to win.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Upstairs earlier today, you and I were talking about S.A. Onakpoma, one of my favorite guys to watch and talk to. He's a fun guy.
Yeah.
But he's really kind of been he's been a kind of a glue guy for you guys this year, hasn't he?
Yeah. I think he's one of the best defenders in the country. He can guard just about anybody. His motor is always on. He plays really, really hard, really intense. He's a very good offensive player as well. Like, he's really good on both ends of the court. But just his consistency of how hard he plays, I think, sets the tone for our team, and guys follow that. And yeah, he's certainly had a huge impact. It
seems to me, kind of watching from afar, that some nights he needs to rebound and he'll rebound. Some nights he needs to score and he'll score. He's a little bit of he's multi-skilled. He can do a whole bunch of different things. He's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your bigs. You started out playing Jay Lee a lot at the start of the year, and then Shad Bradley came in. How big is he? Shad?
He's about 6'4".
6'4", but he plays the big, right?
He's a guard. He plays the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Okay, well, now I sound really stupid. But he gets a ton of rebounds.
He does. He's a very good rebounder.
Okay.
Very good. I think rebounding's been one of our strengths this year, and it's because you've got an S.A. and Rashad in the backcourt rebounding so well with, Jaylon's. You can pretty much punch in 10 rebounds a game for him.
Yeah, I think he averages close to 10.
Do really well, yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk for a minute. I want to talk to you about, I said I wasn't even probably look at my notes. Drew Goodline is a guy who wasn't getting a lot of minutes for you early on. He's playing more and more. He's playing better and better. How important has that been? Because you haven't been great shooting the three, and he's fairly consistent with it.
Yeah, we've been a little inconsistent there. We had 12, 13 new guys. Like, it was a totally new team. It took a while to kind of figure out where their guys are at the right spot. So he does a lot for us, shoots the ball, great passer, great, very unselfish, great at setting teammates up. Like, he kind of does a little bit of everything on the offensive end for us. Yeah.
That had to be pretty difficult, because you were noodling around with the lineup. You were trying to find, because you had a whole bunch of different guys.
Yeah.
And you were trying to find, while you were getting ready and scouting and playing really key basketball games. I mean, how much of a challenge was that for you and your staff?
Yeah, it was tough. Our schedule was very good this year.
Yeah, it was.
Where we've, played the Georgetowns and Indiana Wesleyans and Huntingtons and Oregon Tech and, all these College of Idaho, like lots of really good games. So while we were figuring out, it was good for us in one way, but it was challenging because, if we don't play well, we're losing these games. And we did lose some of them. So there wasn't much margin for error while we're trying to figure stuff out. So overall, looking back, it was very good. It exposed some things we got to get better at. It humbled us at times, and we're definitely better for it. But it was tricky because of the strength of schedule to do that. So I don't typically change lineups very often, but this year just took a little time and a little time even from with so many new guys. Like, we have high standards and expectations for our guys in terms of class and chapel and tardiness and things like that. So even just getting everybody on the same page for, hitting the standard took some time as well. So there was some lineup juggling just as a result of that. So
let's talk about that just for a second, because you do have high standards, not only who you bring in, but the expectations for them when they come in.
Yep.
And I know the faith piece is a big piece, and there's an expectation there. Does that make it more or easier? Is it harder or easier to recruit because of that?
I'm not sure it's either one. It just narrows your funnel a little bit. We want to be pretty upfront about who we are and what our expectation is, and the participation in not just, I'm okay with that, but I want to grow in my faith.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So we want willing participants in there, and that's uncomfortable at times for a guy, and it's rocky at times, but that's great. That's part of the growth, part of the journey. So this team has been such a great group. We're just getting back from the college basketball experience. Guys had a great time there.
Yeah.
I had to shut them off. They would have stayed there all day long playing around.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just a fun group to be around, be with. Really grew spiritually this year. The guys are really hungry to grow and really embraced it. And so we've had just a ton of growth. But it's just so many new guys, and coming from different backgrounds, and things as small as what time you should be going to bed and getting up, and what you put in your body, and that, we're educating them on that and trying to teach that. And so it's just a big learning curve with so many new guys.
You have a lot of support there. I don't know his name. I always call him Coach. The guy you have a lot of support on the face side.
Yep. Coach Chambers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach Chambers.
I just always call him Coach. Anyway, so I know he makes time for all the guys.
Yeah.
All the teams, I should say.
Yep.
So a lot of support there.
Yeah. He's a secret of our success. He's fantastic.
He
is. He's really good.
I really like him. You played in the GSAC. Everybody knows that. Really tough this year.
Yep.
Not only tough, but you have a variety of styles. So you got Benedictine Mesa that wants to fly around the court, Hope that plays the bully ball, and kind of everything in between. Just talk about the GSAC this year and the challenge.
Yeah, it was really good. Even the teams that didn't make it to our conference tournament or to Kansas City all improved as well. So I think the conference was elevated. Yeah. I thought GSAC's historically one of the best. We've had some move to the Pac West. So I thought last year we were probably, the depth was down a little bit. Where in prior years, you got 7-8 teams kind of on the bubble for Kansas City or good enough to make it. But I thought everyone kind of raised their level this year. So yeah, it certainly was, playing a Masters and a Hope. Embry Riddle is, good enough to be out here and beat teams. There's a lot of good teams this year.
Embry Riddle had a very good year there. I was teasing you upstairs. I said, I didn't know if you were going to make your tournament. They got within one game of you, but then you guys really ended the season out well.
Yeah. Only 4 make it. And there's kind of 5 that emerged maybe above the pack a little bit. And Emory was one of those very close.
So Benedictine Mesa across the country and surprised me. They surprised me. Did they surprise you? You're the win when they beat you. That one was in December.
Yep.
That was the one that everybody said, "Oh wow, maybe these guys are for real." Was that a surprise for you?
No, they're always good. They were good. I thought they were really good last year. They lost a couple of guys at the break that probably would have kept them in the mix if they had stayed. So they're always good, but I think it was hard to tell. Their non-conference wasn't maybe as challenging, but once they got the league, beat us, I believe they beat Hope, beat Master.
They've won,
and they've continued to do that.
They've been your kryptonite. I don't know how would you lose 5 games or something? 3 of them was to Benedictine.
3
Mesa.
to Benedictine, yeah. They're a tough matchup for sure.
Yeah, and like you say, Embry Riddle. Anyway, Life Pacific was a lot better this year too.
Life was good.
Yeah,
Ottawa was good.
Yeah,
Park came on real strong at the end. Played really well down the stretch.
Yeah. You got to be pretty proud of that for a smaller conference. Would you get 3 teams out here into Kansas City?
Yeah, and Masters was very close, really close to beating Rocky Mountain. So we were close to getting all 4.
Yeah, I told you upstairs. I started halfway through the season. I started calling Coach Starr Captain Starr because that team was in a little bit of trouble early on. He stuck with it, got through it, and boy, they were playing good. They were playing really good basketball at the end.
He did a really good job this year. He had a whole new group and kind of changed styles, with the change of personnels and adjusted on the fly, and we're leading the league for most of the year. Yeah. did a good job.
So out here, you get to play Georgetown. Tough matchup. You guys are kind of similar. You lost to them earlier in the season by a point, or you beat them by a...
No, we lost by a point here in Kansas City in the preseason.
Okay. Oh, you played here in Kansas City?
Yeah, I played at Park.
But it's to me at least, maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, but it appears it's kind of similar type of team.
Yeah, it's a good matchup.
Yeah. Big defensive and Coach Briggs.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, talk about that matchup, and that's got to be a murderous scout to look at.
Yeah. Coach Briggs is a great coach. His teams always get better as the year goes on. His teams always seem defensively always get significantly better as the year goes on and playing at a real high level. That's the case this year. So I think we've played them 4 times, and 3 of them are 1-possession games.
Wow.
And they got us on those 3. And then one time they were the number 1 team, and we knocked them off in the opening round, I believe. So we've run into him a few times. A lot of respect for him and his program.
Absolutely.
They got a lot of talent, very well balanced, good on both ends of the court. Yeah, it'll be a good one.
So last question I have for you. You bring the guys out. You're talking about earlier. You were talking about the growth and how important that is. What do you want your guys to take away from this experience here at this championship tournament?
Well, I think in some ways the trip to Kansas City is kind of a reward for a job well done and buying in and persevering in that. And so it's kind of the cherry on top of a really good season. So obviously we want to win in advance and do that. So we're not satisfied, but it is kind of just a fun time. So we do want to have a lot of fun. We want to, eat well, spend a lot of time together. Just a good reward for such a good job this year that they've done.
Yeah.
But then we're playing well. We've improved a lot this year.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten better and better as the years gone on, and we're not where we need to be. Like we're still in some ways learning. I kind of feel like it's a October type of team that we just so much still to learn.
Yeah.
With such a new group. So so I think there's some steps forward we can still take and hoping that happens here quickly.
Well, it's a great fan matchup coming up with Georgetown. I wish you
There's a lot of great matchups.
Thanks for giving me a few minutes. Yeah, there are. Yeah. Yep, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
But you're not going to be able to really enjoy it because you're focused on
Georgetown. We got all we can handle there.
Thanks a lot. That's Jeff Rutter, Arizona Christian. Thanks a lot.